What's up, it's Nez, and hello everyone, and welcome back to Monster Prom! The new fucking hot summer update came out, and with it came new costumes, new backgrounds, and a new secret ending for our demon boy Damien. If you don't know why Damien got a new secret ending, it's because the devs a while back held a popularity contest to see who was the most popular husbando or waifu, with Damien standing on top and getting himself a new secret ending. Considering also that our first Monster Prom video became our most successful video of all time, it was only a matter of time before we went back to high school. To summer school we go! 1 player, 2 player, 3 players, or 4. We only have 1, not anymore. Short game or full game? Let's have a short game this time. Ah, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Choose your player. Well, since we've already played as yellow and blue, let's choose green. Apparently, his name is Brian. There we go. Onwards.
Sure.
And we had yet to experience his ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 3 weeks left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda Vanderbilt, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LaVey, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love for fire. Scott Howell, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam the Lioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was a truly lovable dork. Polly Geist, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. And Vera Oberlin, a mean self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? Damien, obviously! We only had 3 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 3 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Teen Wolf Magazine! I missed this part. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever! All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Where you know more, we're using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start! Democracy is just broken. What could be the best way of choosing the leaders of modern society? We create a reality show called America's Next Top President, where the candidates complete all kinds of physical and mental challenges. Voter turnout would increase and we would turn a profit on it. Whoever can play the most heartbreaking violin solo wins. You put all the candidates in an empty room with a wild grizzly bear. Whoever kills the bear should be our president. If everyone dies, then it's obvious. The bear should be our president. There we go. So bold will need boldness to romance Damien. Which would be the coolest mythological creature? A sphinx, who's super turned up and ready to party. And she raps all her riddles. She still kills you if you don't answer them correctly, but she raps the riddles. This weird creature I drew when I was 6, which is clearly derivative from other mythological creatures, but it's super cool and it's my OC and my spirit animal, okay? The invisible hand of the free market. The Sphinx that raps. So fun. What criteria would you use to name your children? My name plus the second. I will research for a name that is pun-proof and joke-proof. No one will pick on them. Something simple and friendly like Bobby or Mary. Just a swear word. Meh, no name, it's just too much work. A non-heteronormative name to give them freedom to define themselves on their own terms. Since we want to go after Damien, let's go with the one he would most likely pick. A swear word. Haha! It feels so good to be back in high school. That's not normally something you would say. Smartness 6, boldness 7, creativity 4, 4 charm, 7 fun, and 5 money. Where should we go? Let's try to increase our boldness first. Let's go to the bathrooms. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give 0 shits, but you gain 2 boldness. Later, you're minding your own business, which soon proves to be difficult when you notice Damien and Scott in the vicinity in the middle of some hot, sweaty arm wrestling. Ooh. Unfortunately, you can't enjoy it for too long since stupid strong Scott beats Damien in no time. But it seems like you're not the only one mad at the outcome of this situation. This is so unfair! That one didn't count, Scott! We should arm wrestle, but with guns! But bro, I've got these 2 guns already! That you have, Scott, that you have! I'ma just say both of you look so fine in your summer outfits! And by guns, I mean my big arm muscles. Which, just to be clear, are not real guns. But still. Shut up, I will murder you. No, no, no! Arm wrestling proves nothing. To see who's the very best, we should scream at a huge rock until it breaks just because of our pure rage and awesomeness. Or we should subdue a tiger with just a scary and manly look. Bro, you're just quoting stuff from yesterday's episode of Ultimate Warriors of Mount Awesome. Face it, bro, I'm the Ultimate Warrior. No! Arm wrestling doesn't mean shit! Hey you, Nez! Not because arm wrestling isn't going my way, but I've decided you should settle this side by proposing a way to decide who's the real Ultimate Warrior around here. Which one should we choose? I happen to be a registered Ultimate Warrior judge, and I always carry this 10-step ultimate test with me, which coincidentally will require both of you to do whatever I say with no complaints, like real ultimate good boys. Who's ready to follow my lead? Whoever can punch the sun in the face! Yeah, so bold! I don't know, bro. That doesn't seem even possible. I'm fucking in! I'm gonna punch that stupid sun right in the face, and I'm gonna be the very best. Anyway, I want to punch the sun already. That motherfucker thinks he's more fiery than me. Are you sure about this, Damien? Isn't the sun like a big ball of gas without any real face on it? That's what a little sun-fearing loser would say. Also, how do you plan to get there to punch it in the face anyway? The sun is like super far, Damien. No, it's like super far. I'm like 86% sure you can't get there with a ladder. Yeah, Scott, I know. I'm not an idiot. That's why I'll be using a really tall ladder. Okay, seems like the two of you will need to work out the specifics on that later. I guess we're gonna go punch a sun. Nah, bros, I'm out. This plan doesn't sound very nice nor possible. Also, the sun and I are pen pals. What? Ha! I knew good boy Scott wasn't fierce enough to punch the sun in the face. But me, I'm Damien fucking LaVey, and I will punch the sun in its fucking face because of all the bad things it's done, like UV radiation and shit. But mostly because of pure gratuitous violence, and also because I want to become the ultimate warrior no matter what. Are you free the next few weeks, Nez? I'll be needing your smarts to come up with a good plan for not dying while punching the sun. I hope you're ready for some wacky misadventures that'll strengthen our bonds, maybe even into the love zone. Fuck yeah, you're ready for that? It's punching the fucking sun time! Oh, and you gain 2 creativity and 1 boldness. Well, we're set. Let's go!
Sure.
Let's talk with Damien. When you reach Liam and Damien's table, you find it absent of food, but covered in paperwork. Do we really need all these special forms? Can't we just write death threats on regular paper? For the last time, Damien, substantive change within the administrative system requires mastery of the mechanisms of bureaucracy. What if we wrote death threats on really fancy paper? Liam turns to address you. Come on, Liam, fancy paper. As you can see, my mastery of realpolitik has caused me to embrace an unlikely ally in my quest for reform. I have no idea what he's saying. I just want a cafeteria food to stop being so fucking boring. You see, our interests are aligned. I too desire a menu less pedestrian. Sure, either way, we're stuck on the last bit. We know we want the menu to change, but we don't know what to change it into. Might I just say, Liam, that is a very nice summer hat. Yes, we have indeed encountered a culinary block. Maybe you can suggest something appropriately artistic. A white plate with a single sprig of parsley in the center, the essence of minimalism, or a bowl of knives, the essence of knives. Now that's interesting. Knives? Seems a bit didactic. We'll see how didactic it is when I'm stabbing faces with a bowl full of knives. You don't even know what didactic means, do you? Nope, but I do know how funny it'll be when I watch a bunch of nerds try and finish a knife bowl. Damien's application to knives to the menu is a success. He starts holding daily knife eating contests. There are no winners except Damien, who thinks it's hilarious, and you, who came up with this. Week 1, evening.
Sure.
Let's raise our boldness some more by hanging in the bathrooms. That day, you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. While in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so bold you would kill a tiny big-eyed turtle with your bare hands. Oh no, not the turtle. That monstrous act would instantly give you 500 boldness. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the merit in that? You know what? You can keep 2 boldness anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. You're wondering if anyone is going to try to punch the sun anytime soon when suddenly... Sup, Nez, you sun punch helping motherfucker? You ready to help me punch the sun? Heck yeah, is what you were born to do, or something. So I did some research, and it turns out the sun is pretty fucking far from Earth. Who would have ever guessed this shocking revelation? In fact, it seems like the sun is closer to space than Earth, so to get there, we're going to need a spaceship. The only question is, where to get one of those things? Do we go to the most authoritative of all resources, WikiHow? Or just check out the school spaceship? I mean, what kind of high school would we be if we didn't have our own regulated high school spaceship? A very bad spaceship-less one at least. What kind of school wouldn't have a spaceship? We'll go with this one. Oh shit, spaceships are real things? I thought a spaceship was when you root for two pop culture icons to fucking near-Earth orbit. Why the fuck does our school have a spaceship? Really, Damien? Trying to apply logic to Spooky High? You should know better by now. And are students really allowed to check it out? Usually they won't let me do anything fun. There's such double standards. If I burn down the library, it's disrespectful. If I masturbate in it, that's disrespectful too. Remind me to visit the library next time. You just can't win. That may be true, but it turns out the process of checking out a spaceship is shockingly, disturbingly easy. You just ask for a permission slip, forge the signatures of Damien's dads, resubmit it, and are instantly given access. Oh, Damien's dads! I think it's great that they're pretty progressive in hell. Holy fuck, that was easy! Almost upsettingly so! Just think what would happen if that power got into the wrong hands! Thank God we're just using it to punch the motherfucking sun in the face, yeah! You did it! You got a spaceship! This is going to be lit. On fire, because you're punching the sun. You gain 2 fun and 1 smarts. Week 2, morning.
Sure.
Let's keep increasing our boldness. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathroom because you respect no authority. But you don't stop there, you want the world to know how reckless you are for the rest of eternity. So you do some graffiti on the wall. No way! That graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck. And you know what? It turns out the wall is a magical wall that grants wishes. What a wall. A deep voice resounds from within the wall and says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold. And then you gain 2 boldness. Oh boy, that's an opinionated wall. Anyway, lucky you. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice Damien playing with a big knife, like he's trying to figure out where to stab himself with it. Hey, why'd you stop me? I was about to give myself a sweet body mod. You know, they say body modifications are forever, but the shock value sure isn't. I broke my horn off and my dads were only pissed off for what, 3 weeks? Maybe I'm just not going hard enough. I need something that will totally freak everyone out, like a tattoo of my face. On my face! No, too subtle. Hey you look like a deviant. Got any good ideas on a sick body mod? Damien, you're thinking too big. It's the tiny details that will really freak people out. How about a tattoo of your face on the tip of your tongue? Gun hands. Fuck me, why didn't I think of that? Half the killer robots at this school have gun hands, and they're fucking sweet. Like I really only use my hands for hurting people anyway. What do I need all these fingers for? Catch you later. I'm gonna chop off my hands with a meat cleaver and say hello to bullet handshakes. Later, you find Damien in the hall punching lockers with his surprisingly regular hands. It's so unfair. They won't sell me gun hands just because I've done a few too many murders. I guess it's just you and me and our regular hands. against the system. You're actually sort of relieved that Damien didn't end up with gun hands. Plus, helping him beat up half the school to blow off steam is a real bonding experience. You gain 2 fun and 1 boldness. Week 2, noon.
Sure.
Let's hang out with... Actually, let's hang out with the Interdimensional Prince. You're just trying to enjoy a meal in peace when space untwists itself to reveal the Interdimensional Prince.
Please, my love.
Most glorious hero, thank the Squid Star I found you. I've been confounded by the most fiendish riddle. A riddle that has vexed me for days, nay weeks. The riddle of how to change the ringtone on my new smartphone. This interface is more torturous than my palace labyrinth. For real, you grab the prince's phone, change his ringtone to Butts, 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 All About Those Butts by Booty Bros. My hero, what seems difficult to me is trivial to you, and you even guessed which ringtone I desired. A true all-time classic from the 6th dimension. Right. There's only one way I can repay you, by bestowing upon you a superpower of your choice. I can do that! I'm the prince of another dimension! I can do all kinds of crazy stuff you don't know about! All kinds of crazy things besides use this phone, apparently, and he really only gives you 2 superpower options. Telepathy or an ass that won't quit. I want an ass that won't quit. Ah yes, the choice of a true gentle monster. With a wave of his magic wang... His magic wang! The prince imbues you with an ass with boundless work ethic. By day, your ass amazes your classmates and creepy teachers. By night, it does your homework for you. All that work makes your buns super tight. You gain 4 charm. Well, okay. Sure. The fuck?
Sure.
Where should we go? I don't suppose we need money to get to space or any other of the stats, so I feel like we should keep hanging out in the bathroom.
Show me that money.
God fucking damn it, I was tricked again. Hello, shopkeep. Good old Nez, nya? What's it going to be, nya? Nothing really. Can we buy something, though? We can buy some impractical yet kind of funny shades, but I feel like this would be a lot more useful.
Catch you later.
A fake badass tattoo. Ah, nothing better than the smell of money, nya? Well, actually, there are much better smells, but you know what I mean, right, nya? We have raised the boldness to 20. Damien can't possibly reject us now.
Sure.
But even if he tries to, let's raise our boldness some more. You can never have too much boldness. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. On the way there, you run into Mamimi the Oni girl. She offers you some weird Japanese energy drink. Oh, an Oni girl! There's an Oni girl in Monster Prom! Is she like Zero too? Come on, Monster Prom devs, give us an Oni girl to romance. You take a sip, it tastes crazy as hell. You need to check the contents of this shit. Guarana seed extract, benzoic acid, 50 milligrams of caffeine, and 100 milligrams of boldness. Well, it wasn't bad at all. You gain 2 boldness thanks to Mamimi and proceed to the bathrooms. Mamimi, why can't I romance you? 1 tow truck, 2 tons of rocket fuel, and 3 gallons of whiskey later, you and Damien are ready to fly to space and punch the sun. Looks like everything's packed. I've got the beef jerky sandwiches, my sun punching gloves, and I even renamed the ship. You see that Damien has painted SS fuck on the side of the rocket in blood. Alright, son, are you ready to get punched? Too bad, because we're coming too! Stop right there, evildoer! Oh great, it's the fucking coven. Oh great, it's a good grade brigade come to shit on the punch bowl. What do you nerds want? To put an end to your nefarious scheme, of course. We'll admit to being a bit surprised that the mere secondary character turned out to be this season's big bad. Secondary character? But to fly into space itself intent on delivering a deadly blow to the very sun, giver of life, banisher of darkness. It is a plan truly befitting the climax of our mid-season arc. You must be sopped. What the dog dick are you guys talking about? I just want to punch the sun because the sun is dumb. And to prove to Scott that I'm the ultimate ninja warrior. We will not be fooled. We know your true motives and we will not rest until you are defeated. I don't have time for this shit. Nez, can you get rid of these dweebs? I do it, but the police say I've already exceeded my murder quota for the week. No way are you letting these witches get between you and your spicy red man crush. What do? Do we forge an elaborate scroll proving that your mission to punch the sun is part of an ancient and righteous quest? Or, no, you fools, the sun was a big bad all along. What? The sun? You're saying it was a big bad the entire time? It's unbelievable, and yet somehow it makes perfect sense. Yes, of course. Remember our beach trip last year? We woke up with burns all over our bodies and couldn't fathom which big bad was responsible. Don't you see? They were sunburns. Burns from the sun. How could we have been so blind? Certainly not from looking at the sun. If anything, we haven't been looking hard enough. Forgive us, Damien. We misjudged you. We thought you were the big bad, but you were only a red herring. Literally. I'm not a red herring. I'm a red man. You managed to distract Damien from murdering the coven by setting a bunch of rocket fuel on fire. You'll have to get some more before you can launch, but whatever. You gained 2 fun and 1 smarts.
Sure.
Oh, it looks like Coach is hanging out with Damien and Scott. You find Scott and Damien shoveling hot dogs and mashed potatoes into their mouths while Coach cheers them on. Go, boys, go! Munch your way to victory! There's no truer sport than an eating contest. 10th, crunch! Shazoven lemiith! It looks like it's a pretty fair fight so far, but where's the fun in that? Time to step in and tip the balance. Distract Scott with surprise fireworks. Slather Damien's dogs in holy ketchup. Distract Scott! What the hell? You were planning on setting off these fireworks in here anyway. You let him rip. Hey! Stop that! Who did that? Who's making noise? I'm yelling because I'm scared. Aw, Scott is scared. They found us, Scott! The Viet Cong! Oh lordy, it's Nam all over again! Scott and Coach flee the cafeteria. Damien lets out a sigh full of equal parts relief and mashed potatoes. Ugh, thanks. I was just eating like I normally do when these idiots came over and turned it into sport. It's not my fault I eat so fast. I've got a literal furnace in my stomach. Damien lets you have some of his half-chewed hot dogs. Nice! Some would say that's almost like making out with him. And now the final event, the evening of week 3.
Sure.
Boldness! That day, visit the bathrooms to take in number 2. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Look at you, you crazy bastard! You gain 2 boldness and probably 1 staphylococcus, with a slight chance of 1 STD. The rocket's on the launch pad, you've got your lucky lunchbox. You've sobered up enough at least to see the cockpit controls. Everything's ready, but for some reason, Damien's hanging back. What's the matter? You thought he was dying to go punch the sun. I do want to punch the sun. I never wanted to punch a giant ball of burning plasma so much in my life. But it's hard for me to say this, but I'm wondering if this is actually such a great idea. I mean, sure, I punch a lot of things. Monster trucks, Liam, an active volcano that pissed me off. But the sun, the sun's gotta be at least twice as big as a volcano. Maybe even 3 times. What if I can't do it? What kind of ultimate warrior would I be if I can't punch a lousy sun? This is stupid. I should just go back to punching monster trucks and Liam like I always have. Aw, Damien's having self-doubts. Don't worry, boyo, we've got your back. You know, when you really think about it, maybe sending Damien on a rocket straight to the sun is sort of a bad idea. But you can't stand to see him like this. No, you've got to give him some killer advice for guaranteed sun punching. Damien, to punch the sun, you must first surrender your ego. We should beg the internet for advice. I'll check my phone. Or, nothing beats the element of surprise. Wait until it's nighttime, then bam! The sun will never see it coming. This one is it, Damien, I know it. That's genius! That's even more genius than the time I punched a regular dude while he was sleeping in bed. Wait, even better. I'll go at night and wear sunglasses. I'll be totally invisible. Well, I'd better be going if I want to get to the sun by nightfall. It should take, what, 3 hours? Maybe 3.5 hours if there's traffic. I'll download some Detective Weasel for the trip. Oh man, the sun is gonna be so confused when it wakes up with my fist in its mouth. Damien grabs some sunglasses, slathers himself in sunscreen, and climbs aboard his rocket ship. There goes a very brave, very stupid man. For your role in this, you gain 2 charm and 1 boldness. Go, Damien, go! Punch the fucking sun! Let's do it!
Sure.
After so much plotting against the sun, you think you and Damien have bonded enough to punch Prom in the face too. I'm out. Prom? No way! Wait, what? How could this be, Damien? I have a son to punch, my noob! I'm grateful and shit, but while you're dancing and fucking around at prom, Damien fucking LeVay is gonna be in motherfucking space! But hey, if I don't die in space thanks to our stupid plan, we could always have a date to celebrate our victory! He still wants to be with us! He's gonna punch the sun for our sake! Or something! Anyway, I'm off to punch the sun! Wish me luck, noob! He has a point. And so prom night arrives, you have a great time by yourself dancing with your friends and setting stuff on fire as a way of wishing Damien luck. It's great, but you're a bit worried. A mission to the sun itself in order to punch it doesn't seem like the brightest plan ever. He could even die. And so when dawn comes, you go up the hill you designated as the landing point and you just wait, rooting for Damien. You're really starting to worry when you suddenly see something in the sky. It's Damien's space capsule. And so you gloriously reunite, Damien showing his sexy red bare chest under his conveniently shredded spacesuit. Yeah! Fuck yeah, we punched the sun! And he looks pissed. He goes to you, ecstatic with his great victory. He receives you with a hot embrace as the 2 of you are graciously and reluctantly bathed in the light of the morning sun. Damien tells you about his adventure in space and it's the best after prom morning ever, even if you didn't spend the night together. Don't worry, Damien! We got to fulfill your dream! You're the ultimate warrior! And you know what? In the end, he punches you in your face. With his face. Yes! We did it! We completed Damien's new secret summer ending. Nez is most likely to become a lasagna, while Damien is the best at giving fierce makeovers. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After Monster Prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning who we were and who we could be. And you know what? As it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Damien became an interior designer specialized in torture machines. Last month, Vogue magazine called his products the refined marriage between macabre and chic. Vera kept being fierce, strong, and stunning. Some haters once said adult life would put that mean bitch in her place. But you know what? Vera ended up making adult life her little bitch. Scott became an athlete. Not long ago, he won a prestigious national award for being the best at doing sports. During those 3 weeks, Monster Prom seemed bigger than life. Then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there were a lot of battles left in the war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. And that was the Monster Prom fucking hot summer update. If you guys enjoyed it as much as I did, like and subscribe so we could grow our channel together. If you guys want us to romance your favorite waifus and husbandos, just leave a comment down below. But until then, my name is Nez, and thanks for watching. See you all next time. Bye everyone!